For the latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello and welcome to Attwoolls Camping and Leisure with me, Mike. Today I'm giving you guys a review on a brand new product for the 2018 collection from Vango. This is the Vango Serenity. So Serenity is a new model into the Elite collection, so that's Vango's sort of top of the range polyester tents, and it's something a bit different, but something that's quite quirky and it's quite nice actually. You know, it looks smart, you know, you've got beautiful curved windows, you've got the 420 denier fabrics, it's the thickest fabric Vango do in their sort of tent range, so it's, you know, nearly 5 times thicker than your standard tent fabric. It's double ripstock as well, so it's very strong, so you have a small little tear, it's not going to suddenly carry on up, so it's a really nice model. Supersized beams again, so bigger capacity, stronger in the wind, and it's just got something different about it, you know. Technically it's kind of like it's a sort of a 6 berth, but it's a very spacious 6 berth, you know. It's something that you would probably, a lot of people in terms of pitch size would say it's more of an 8 berth, but you know, decent sort of size, and you've got versatility of sort of like 2 side doors, both with mesh panels, you can get good circulation of air. You've got a rain-safe canopy door on the other side as well. You've got a front door which is all enclosed, and you can see a beautiful, nice PVC windows at the front with storm straps. So it's worth pointing out that this model, in terms of design, kind of comes in 2 different specifications. So you've got your Serenity, which is this one, which is the 420 denier, the thicker fabric, you know, the double ripstop like I just said, or you've got the Verona. The Verona is basically exactly the same model, but in the classic 70 denier fabric. So reason being that you've kind of have your specifications, whether you want something with the size, but don't want necessarily the top of the range fabric, and you want something a bit more affordable. That's where the Verona comes in. I think personally between the 2 models, the same sort of features built into it, bar a couple, I think the Verona, over my opinion, for the money difference, will probably be the better seller out of the 2. But check out our pitching and packing video on the Verona, and obviously of course the review video as well, because essentially it's the same pitching and packing video for this. But really nice tent, like I said, you've got plenty of talking points. It's actually got, you know, kind of a weird snakish shape on the go, which, to be fair, I quite like, because it means you've got a larger living area. But you really do create yourself sort of 3 sections. You know, your canopy area, your main living area, your sleeping area as well, which kind of has XL bedrooms. But you've got kind of like a little ridge at the back, which you can, yeah, again, put for storage and things like that. So it's got some interesting points. We'll talk a bit more about different bits and bobs as we head on inside. So now we're inside Serenity, you kind of get a bit more of a better feel from how it looks on the inside. The one thing you couldn't really quite tell from the outside was how it was kind of laid out. Like I said, you've got a nice canopy area here, which gives you a significant sort of depth, but the width is quite nice as well. So you can easily put a sort of table, you know, a couple of chairs out here, or physically use this area for cooking, which is quite a nice little thing. Moving on into sort of the canopy area, you've kind of, the in-between bit, you've got windows on the side, but yet again, you've still got curtains. And they're actually sort of zip-up curtains as well, so it means you can sort of have them halfway or fully up, and you can actually cover the skylights above it as well. The dividing door between the canopy area and sort of the main living area is you can zip it back as well, so you can just detach it like so. Zip it back, and that basically then goes all the way back. And you can roll that back, toggle it back, and again you can see sort of the extra bedroom in for the living area here. One thing which a new little feature is a little point here which slips down, so you can put a cable through that and bring it into the next section. That is something you'll find on all the Elite tents, you know, for the new 2018 season. Bedroom area here, nice little thing, and again, actually, with this being in, it doesn't actually take up too much of your room. Unlike a lot of other Elite tents, for some reason in this, it still seems you've got ample of room, but I still go to the point of saying, look, when you're in here during the day, take this down, and use the internal room inside of it just to maximise it. And all the bedding and everything like that can then be put into the back room. As I said on the outside, be aware that the Verona is exactly the same as this, so everything we're talking about here, apart from a few things like zip-up curtains and things like that, is the same in the fabric. Just check that video out if you were interested in that point. As soon as you do that, you can get a nice wide span of it. You've got, say, 2 doors on the one side, 1 door on this side here, and that's a rain-safe canopy as well, so you can enter and exit through the side door even if it's raining. There's mesh panels on both those doors, and on this door as well. So you can help with the circulation and keep it nice, fresh and airy inside of here, and obviously help fight condensation. One PVC window in the side, and yet again that same sort of principle with the zip up and down features. Let's stand on the bed. So you can sort of have it halfway if you wanted to. Alternatively, obviously carry it up to cover that main window, or if you want to cover the sky roof light as well, that does it so. So again, nice versatility. And it just rolls back quite neatly into a little pocket just there. One thing you got, which is basically the bedroom here, this is Vango's Emperor bedroom. So it's actually deeper than a standard bedroom as well. So it means you can actually get camp beds up inside of here. And one thing, you know, the reason they've done this is you can probably get a normal camp, double sort of sound-flating mats or in here, but you can actually put a table inside. So I think actually, you know, this represents it here. So we've got a nice double air bed inside of here. A nice little side table so you put your lantern, your cup of tea in the morning, or your phone to charge, that sort of thing. That's quite a nice little feature. But you've still got things like pockets down the side to keep everything organised. This is a divider between the two sections, and this is actually zipped. So it does really feel like a separate two-berth in the bedroom. But if you wanted to have it as one big open bedroom, undo that, and there you go. Also, you've still got storage pockets at the front here, so you can organise all your bits and bobs, as well as down the side here as well. And this does have Vango's SkyTrack system in place, so it means you can actually physically hang, you know, toggle points or lantern points inside a tent. So it just means that you can quite happily have a little point to hang something anywhere in the tent itself. One thing that's quite nice as well is there's the ability of putting a sky shield on the top of the roof, basically like a roof protector, and that's basically going to help you elongate the life of your tent, because it's going to take off the sort of UV damage from the sun, and just, again, in theory, make the tent last longer, make it not necessarily weather so much storms as well. So that's also quite a good consideration. Inside the tent, you can buy what we call roof liners, so skyliners they're calling them, and it's designed yet again just to help with condensation, give you almost like a double glazing, or with a sky shield, a triple glazing if you wanted to. In the back part of the bedroom, there's actually a door at the back, and you've got a bit of storage here as well. So if you want to, you can put like a tent bag out the back, or sneak out the back if you don't want people to know you're awake. A lot of people will probably might even consider putting the portable toilet in the back here, and then using things like the sky hit tracks to put things like your bog roll. So that's a quite nice little add-on there. And yet again, with the mesh door at the back here, you can get good circulation into the main area here, especially with you know, the tent being as it is. But in essence, really nice model. I said for the price point, it seems to be not bad value. I think certainly for the higher end of things, it's probably due to the weight of it as well. It might be worth going more for the Verona, but I think I'm incredibly impressed, and it looks ever so smart. I have to give it its credit. It does look very smart, and it's quite a different sort of style to what we've seen in years gone by with Vango. So impressive model, and certainly one to look out for in the showrooms. And that is the Vango Serenity.